Welcome to Chris and Carlette Live, a podcast about life, love, and overcoming obstacles. Each week, we discuss the good, the bad, and the indifferent of life's interruptions. Now, here's your host, Chris and Carlette.
Keep believing, don't go stressing, keep it moving. God, we're resting, here to help you, here to bless you. With God on our side, CNC Life.
Are
All
you
right.
serious?
How's
We've been
that?
muted all
We've
this
been
time.
Muted all... Gary, why didn't you tell us we was muted?
Chelsea, thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Chelsea.
you, Chelsea. Thank you.
Chelsea, we grew up together.
Okay.
She stayed right down around the corner from me, Chelsea Stalling.
Oh, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, no, we
I
gonna
didn't
have to
even
get
see-
us a new. Listen, wait.
Okay, she said she is. What's up, Chelsea?
She hears now.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Chelsea.
Thank you,
Seriously.
Chelsea.
So,
Tolliston in the house. That's it.
oh my goodness.
Yes.
Well, Chelsea, I was saying how his birthday.
Yes.
He showed the pictures.
Let me show
which
that
you
again.
probably saw. Went to Fleming's here
Big
in Dunwoody,
50.
suburb of Atlanta. I like this place. So this, with being his first time was my third time, and it's really good. I like it. It was very nice. The general manager was very nice to us. He remembered me because I told him I was going to bring people. I was like, if they haven't been, I wanted them to come here and try it out, and it's very good. I mean, from the calamari was different. It was good.
That was good. Yeah.
And the potatoes, the spinach, your salad, the Fleming
that was
salad.
good. That was great.
That was very good.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, so
My
good.
friend Tracy just cashed at me $40.
Tracy
Thank you, Williamson.
Oh,
Thank
that's
you,
for
Tracy.
your birthday.
That's for my birthday.
Oh,
Still
look
got
at there.
birthday
You
presents
still got
coming
money coming in.
Mhm. Yes. So that's good.
Well, Chelsea, I've never met you, but nice to meet you, and thank you for helping us out.
You probably know of her though.
Probably so.
She was very instrumental with Mayor Freeman.
Oh, okay.
Yes, she was over. I believe she was over her public relations.
Okay. Wait. I think I'm part of this newsletter she has.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's Chelsea.
I am a subscriber to her newsletter.
Yes, that's Chelsea. That's Chelsea.
Very good information.
I'm just glad I know her name.
Okay.
You know, and I'm friends, so I can say I'm friends. Yeah,
You can say it.
Yeah, because she's famous.
Okay. All right. Famous people. All right. So listen. So your birthday.
Yeah, that's my birthday.
Our women's ministry at church. We had
That
our
was
first.
good. That was good.
One of our first. We had a mixer. It was a meet and greet. I was over the beverages. And
yeah,
I
and
made,
then you had to speak too.
Huh?
Didn't you have to,
Yes, I was going to get to
You
that.
didn't tell me about that.
Mock mosas. I made mock mosas. Yes, I did.
Mm-hmm.
Yay. See with salt. Yes, absolutely. I subscribe. I get my newsletters, and yes, I am informed of what's going on, and it's very, very good
We're
information.
gonna have to get her on the show.
Yes, we do.
Chelsea, message me so
What's,
we can get you on the show.
Next week will be good.
Yeah, next Monday.
Next Monday we'll be
No. Oh, yeah, next Monday should be fine.
in the evening
Yeah,
time.
just let us know, Chelsea. We just
Yeah.
message me and
We'll talk after the show.
yeah, that'll be 28th. Yep. So today we wanted to talk about Black women.
Yes. Black women. This is Women's History Month. Chelsea is a Black, famous, amazing woman. We would love
Yes.
to have her on next week. That'd be a great way to end out the month too.
Yes. Black women.
Yeah. We're amazing. God's creation.
So my question is,
You have a question? You didn't even let me finish about the women's ministry.
okay, well, let's transgress. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So we had our women's ministry. We had about 50 women there. There you go. Stop. We had about 50 women there. We ate good.
Carlette
We had
live
fellowship.
show.
We found out something, more about each other. It was good fellowship. I had the honor, of course, to I made mock mosas, and I got very good feedback on there. We had one of our church mothers, she fried up all the chicken wings. Her and our leader, Mother Hart, and Evangelist Trina was even helping, and she made an amazing pasta salad. And then Ashley Dunn, she made an amazing pasta salad. And then we had fruit trays from some of the sisters at the sister, I think it's Felice. Yeah. And then Sister Tracy Lumpkins. I mean, it was just wonderful. And then you about to drop something, being playful. That's what you get. And so
We're live.
I know we're live. And so here's the thing. it was just good fellowship. Okay, I was over drinks and bringing cupcakes, and then I had the honor to talk about a resilient woman, and saying we are resilient. Not we're about to be resilient. We're gonna be. No, we're resilient now. Okay, we are resilient now. Okay, resilience has a action and a sound, and the sound is when we figure it out, and we's like, listen, I'm a game changer. I'm changing the narrative.
Okay, so let's talk about Black women.
You know what?
I want to talk about Black women.
Okay. And we are resilient. We have been through and back, and we're still standing. We're standing tall. Yes, have we made mistakes? Yes. We learn from it, and we get back up. It's when you don't get back up. Okay.
So for all those that are viewing or that will be viewing, Carlette told me right before the show, she said, okay, you're going to handle this one today because I'm tired or whatever she said. So I'm thinking that I'm going to ask the questions and just carry on. But obviously, she must have gotten another wind.
Listen, Terrell says when that mic gets in your face and you go live, it just comes like a river.
Well, yeah, it's there.
Okay.
All right, so Black women. So I wanted to talk.
Black women or Women's History Month? Which one? Or is this like the subtopic of Women's History Month?
Whatever you want it to be.
Well, can I say this? Okay. Women's History.
You take.
No, I'm not.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
We won't both walk off. You walk off, I'm walking off.
Go ahead. Oh my God.
No, it's an annual declared month that highlights the contributions of women to events in history and contemporary society.
I want to talk about my
1978.
sisters.
Okay, awesome.
My sisters. So, boy, I tell you. So Black women, you can't live with them and you can't live without them.
That's not true.
Okay, I'm just raised a question. All right.
That's not good.
Well, a statement.
Okay.
Okay, so no, I wanted to talk about our Black women because they are very instrumental in a lot of stuff that you all don't get credit for.
Okay.
And I was very inspired when I saw what is shoot, don't tell me.
Tanji?
Yeah, that's
Brown
how you,
Jackson.
Yes, I was very inspired when I saw her because she's about to be in a position that a lot of people aren't afforded that opportunity.
Right.
And she is like going for the I cannot talk tonight. She's going before the Senate, right? So she can be confirmed as the first African American or Black woman in history to have,
right?
Yeah, they have to approve that will have this position.
Okay, you're speaking it into existence.
Yes,
I like
and I'm very thankful. This is a. Do you know when you have this position, you have it for life?
Life member. Yep.
And I'm like, for a Black woman to have this position, I mean, it's like a game changer.
Yeah, it is.
And I wish we weren't in the political climate that we are in now, because it makes it so much more difficult for African American women to obtain such positions as these. And I think that the whole COVID thing with Trump and mask and just the January 6th event, all these events have put everything in what we call a zip file and zipped it up and made it really condensed to have to try to do something. It made it very condensed so that it's like more light is being shed on this, and it's just crazy. I'm sick and tired of listening to the whole January 6th rhetoric.
Well, they just go on because they don't really want to punish them, to be truthful. That's why it's going. Had that been black folks, we would have been under the jail by now. And dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been a bloody thing. They got away with, oh my goodness.
It would have been like
horrible.
Russia going after
been
Ukraine. Yeah. But I'm tired of all this rhetoric. I mean, it's like I don't think it's going to change. I think that we are nearing, and not to sound biblical, but nearing towards the end, especially if we make a mistake or whoever makes a mistake and does something to provoke World War III. However, I digressed, but I want to get back to the.
Wait. Let's go back. You say you don't want to sound biblical. I mean, the facts is the facts.
Well, no, I mean,
the Lord is soon to come.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm going off a topic.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. But I think that the strength of a black woman, I believe in some instances, that a black woman is stronger. When you get a good black woman, she's stronger than a black man. Oh, Lord. And when I say that is she can endure more. Not to say a man can't, but when you look at pregnancy, when you look at all the emotional things that a black woman goes through, I think psychologically that makes you all tougher than a man. And does that make sense?
Wow, I'm listening.
I think that, so like you get, okay, so you have the physical, you have the pregnancy, then you have, like I said, the emotional stress, the stress that black women, not alone, so that a woman makes less than a man, let alone now you adding on that you're a black woman and you make probably way less than a white woman makes.
Yeah.
So you have that, then what's up? So then you have, what's up, Terrence? He's on. So then you have all this stuff that you all have to deal with, raising the family, cooking the meal, doing all this. I think that at some point, all a man has to do is what? Provide for his family. He goes out, he goes to work, he brings home the bacon, and he brings home, the money. He basically goes out and gets earns the monies to bring back to the house so that the women can do whatever they need to do to make sure that the house is. And I know that you don't like this, but the whole Proverbs 31 woman,
It's not that I don't like
Well,
it.
I'm just saying, let me finish. But I think that all that stress that a woman has makes you all strong. And like you said earlier, resilient.
The Lord is our strength. For those who believe. I mean, the Lord is our strength. The Lord is our strength. I mean, I'm serious. And, I get asked, girl, I don't know how you do it. It's early mornings and late nights. I'm trying to get better at the late nights, but it is an early morning. If you want any order, you want stuff to run smoothly, you have to get up before your family. I'm serious. You have to get up. The days I can sleep in, I take advantage of them, but they are few and far in between. But you have to get up. For example, I was very tired going to bed Sunday night. I was on my iPad, but it was the women's ministry. I was feeling the pain of being on my feet all that time. You don't feel it when your adrenaline is running, you're excited, you're getting things ready. But it came down. I did, shower and put on my pajamas. But it just seemed like it wasn't enough. I got up at 6 automatically yesterday morning, just up. Because that's the time I need to be up. Because I need to be up, and so do you. But I know I definitely have to be up so we can get out the house at a decent hour because we got to be at pre-service prayer and then Sunday school, and prayer starts at 8:30. And we don't need to be late. So I was up. My goal every Sunday is to be up at 6 and be ready by 6:30, and then start getting the kids up. That's my thing. When I tell you it happened this Sunday, I was fully dressed. Okay, even had on my shoes, fully dressed by 6:30. But I got up tired. You know how you get up to use the bathroom, and I got to. I was just like, if you do the wrong thing and lay back down, even if you tell yourself it's for 5 minutes, you're gonna mess up the day. You're gonna mess up your morning. When I tell you I pushed through and started singing, I started singing "You Are My Strength." But I'm telling you, it's the things we have to do. I gotta have order, so it can go smooth, because you don't want to be late to be in the house of the Lord and the time you need to be there. And even if it's not a Sunday, I have to get up. Gotta pray, gotta get the house going, gotta get, be at work. I mean, I can't. Laziness won't get things accomplished.
So with that being said, I was trying to find some interesting, this is a very interesting article, The Erasure of Black Women's Contributions from Past to Present. And I'll read that if I get inspired. But I wanted to just touch on some of, so this article is Black Women in the Struggle for Equality. Black women have always served on the front line in the fight for equality, although their contributions were sometimes overlooked in both civil rights and women's movement. Their power, resilience, and courage cannot be overstated. Black women have a distinctive standpoint from which to understand the intersection of race and gender and their unique experience of oppression. The women highlighted the women highlighted here are in connection by an intricate network of activists that spans several generations. Though their stories reveal that the National Park Service Parks Program, we can gain a better understanding of what it takes to meet the promise of justice and equality for all. So this article is Women's History, the National Park Service. So just to name a few, Daisy Bakes was an African-American civil rights activist and newspaper publisher. She documented the fight for desegregation in Arkansas. These are some probably not so much well-known people.
But let me tell you something. Last year, this time, we had the Tougaloo 6, 9, Tougaloo 8?
Yeah. And
we had the 2 surviving members on the show a year ago this time. And so one of them was, I can't think of her name, but just what they survived. And they said because nobody really knew about it, they were really the ones who started the civil rights period. But something happened right after that made their story kind of go away, and they didn't get the media support that they needed. So it's like they're like a almost like an unsung or hidden heroes and stuff. But we found out about them at the museum in Jackson, Mississippi. I think it was a civil rights museum, and she walks right up to us like, "Would you like to hear my side of the story?" And we look at her and we look at "Oh, you are alive, and we can touch you right now." And we had them on the show last year. But yes, like you're saying, some of the stuff you don't even know about. And they were trying to get some of the civil rights leaders back then to help them, and something else got the attention than theirs.
So if you're a Black woman, I want you to put in the comments, what makes you so strong? What makes you so strong? I want you, if you're a Black woman, and so
Or if you know a black woman, somebody that's influential, what do you think makes her strong?
Mm-hmm. You know what? I want her to stay as professional as possible.
Mm-hmm.
What's her name?
Ketanji.
I want her to stay as professional as she needs to be.
You know what?
But if one of these senators cross her the wrong way, I want her to just give him or her the right act.
Well, you can do it without.
I know. I just wanted to do it in a not the head rolling and stuff like that. But I just want, man, just.
I know. Get to him like you have to pull out the dictionary once she gets done with it.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
And can I tell you, when I was watching her today,
Mm-hmm.
oh, she can get it done.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved how her father sat in the chair. He
Mm-hmm.
was taking it, and her mother.
Mm-hmm.
I saw how proud he was of, because he's an attorney himself.
Mm-hmm.
How proud he was. Like, that's my daughter. Like, this is really happening here, And it was just such a proud moment. Terrence said her obedience to his word. I agree, Terrence. I'm telling you, I can't do this without God. I'm serious. People ask, how do you do it? And I'm single and I can't get places on time. And you got a whole family of 5. I got to get up. I have to have a plan when I go to bed of what the morning is going to be like. I got to know what breakfast is going to be. You can't have hungry kids at school and at church, and you can't. You just can't. I don't care if you got to get you a Jimmy Dean sausage breakfast sandwich and pop it. It's a meal. I don't care. You keep some fruit. You might have to grab snacks. I mean, have a plan. That's how you have to do it. You got to have a plan.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think that I wonder. Do you think that her being nominated and selected as a Supreme, Marilyn Chappelle said, my belief, my backgrounds, and what I've been taught, I think knowing who you are is a key as well. Amen.
Yes, it is.
Amen.
Absolutely. And can I say something, Marilyn? We really need our parents, our mothers and our fathers, especially our fathers, to affirm us. I'm serious, because if not, you look for it everywhere in the wrong place. You'll look until somebody, and they stay consistent in affirming you. But it has to start in the home. I remember something Maya Angelou said years ago. When your children wake up and they walk into the room, receive them. And she broke down what receive mean. She said, don't go in there talking about, girl, look at your head. Boy, look at what you, go brush your teeth. And then, no. She said, receive them in love. Tell them how beautiful they are. Tell them how handsome. Oh, there's my prince. There's my little king. I'm telling you, I hug mines every morning and I smell them. I just smell them. They could smell like, I don't care, like crayons or sugar. I smell them. I just want to smell them. That's it. I usually do it around their neck. And that's it. No, not to be checking for nothing. I don't know why. I've done this since my first child. I like smelling them, and I like taking their hands and just really holding it.
You don't do that to me. You don't smell me.
Baby, I lay next to you. I smell you every night.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm just checking. So do you think that Ketanji, attorney, do you think that she is paving the way for many of our African American, our black?
Yes, she
How
is.
so? How so? Because
all it takes is one.
You could still be oppressed.
Yeah, but all it takes is one to come through the door. All it takes is one. There will be another black president because Barack did it. President Barack Obama did it. There will be another.
So do you think that she's going to gear her not judgments, what am I her rulings, yeah. Okay. Do you think that she's going to gear her rulings towards African, because see, a lot of people, when you look back, a lot of people said that Obama, although he was black, didn't do anything for the black community. The only thing that he really did was just serve the position, the presidency in the African American, body or whatever. But he really didn't do anything for the black community. So do you think that Ketanji is going to do something for the black community as far as passing laws and helping to, what is it? Is it the right wing? No, the left wing. Left wing for, a lot of her rulings. Or do you,
I see what you're saying. I mean, we would have to see. One of the things that she keeps saying is her history and of her family and herself of public service. She keeps repeating, I believe in God. She keeps repeating, the different her family members in law enforcement, and she's proud of it. I mean, she keeps Terrence, what we're saying is, just presence alone. Now, what she does, we will see. I mean, we can only be hopeful, but at the same time, she is not the judge for the black people. She's the judge for all people.
For the United States. Right.
Yes, and President Obama, he kept saying that I'm for all America. I can't just, I'm black and now,
But
he's for all.
As well as I know, when we talk about black people in office or any kind of position, we always look for the hookup.
Yeah, we do.
And so do you think that Obama provided us with the hookup? Like, did he hook us up? Or, some
would argue that Trump hooked us up with all the money he sent to HBCUs. No, it's the truth. He did.
That's because he's trying to get your vote.
Well, he didn't, but I'm just saying. No, he did that after the fact.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you talking about for the second time around? No, brother, it was too much. He did the worst boo-boos out of this world.
Mm-hmm. Well,
he lost because people who voted for him the first time didn't do it the second time. He had a chance. He did have a chance because you could still see it. The margin was what, 5 to 10%.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was close.
Yeah,
it was close. So
Terrence said he would.
He would what?
Okay, so all right. So your son just notified you that he found your what you call it.
Yes.
So now you're happy and now you can get off my case about finding them.
But now we need to do something for him.
He has a roof over his head.
Something special.
He has food to eat.
Yes, he does.
He has
something special.
So okay, all right. So that goes back to let's see, but when he got in, he spoke of what he wanted and believe. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Terrence. But we didn't see anything.
So what were you looking for? I'm gonna act like him right now. What were you looking for? What was I supposed to do? What were you looking for? Terrence, what were you looking for?
He could have did more when it comes to civil rights, voting legislation. He could have did more with gun. He
talked about it. He kept getting pushback.
Yeah, but can't you sign an executive order? I don't know how that works, but I'm just saying.
That's a good question.
But
we would have to look that up.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, did he give anything to HBCUs?
I don't know. But we know Jeff Bezos' ex-wife is.
Right. Yeah,
she is. So, to make changes for this country from our culture's perspective. Okay. I mean, that's fair, Terrence. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
You hadn't been on in a while, Terrence. You must be busy. But anyway.
You know what?
But so black
Who's
women.
Who's all on here? Say your name. I see Terrence.
And I think Evangelist
Boy. Y'all was just happy to have one in the house. I ain't gonna lie, I was, Terrence. I was.
Yeah, I was.
Just like I'm happy Kamala's in. Now I don't know what she doing. God bless her. But then I'm happy for attorney Katanji.
So let me ask you this: when it comes to a black woman,
Hey, Tracy.
do you all? Hey, Tracy. Thank you, Tracy.
That's not in right. I don't know what he's talking about.
Do you think that black women sometimes oversteps their boundary with?
Don't.
I'm asking a question. I'm asking it for our viewers.
We ain't talking about boundaries or lanes, bruh.
No, I'm saying no, I'm saying
I'm about to create my own boundary in my own lane.
No,
so
well, what I'm saying is when it comes to, like, let's take the position of authority is what I'm saying, is what I mean. So let's take the Kamala Harris. It's been talks that her office and is kind of ran chaotic. It's chaotic.
Her part, yes.
Right. And so is this because she's taking her authority and abusing it?
But see, I don't like that.
I'm just asking a question.
No, I don't like that.
What do you
that
mean?
is the first thing that's stereotypically used for us black women. We are not all angry, and we don't all, you know what I mean?
Baby.
And even if we are angry, we have a reason.
Look at it.
No, because you're not going to sit up here.
I'm not. I'm just raising a question. It's not.
Yes, I do think some women
the views,
overstep.
The
Okay,
views,
Tracy.
and what is that? Tracy, can help me? The views and thoughts about
Told you
this.
It's the Carlette show with her sidekick, Chris. We have come too far, man.
The views are not those of Chris Edwards.
We've come too far. We've fought a lot. That's why it's like, okay, all right, we're gonna do our own thing.
But do you think
that's why we got culinary cuties and we have these production labels and we out like it's a sister just opened up a beauty salon supply store right over there by the right off of Douglas Boulevard. When I immediately sent her, sister, congratulations. I just gotta go. I don't go to get hair products a lot. You know, and then it'll be said, well, you know, if you go do that stuff would be higher than the Chinese folks. But then how is the money?
Tracy says some women act like men.
Well, why, Tracy? Why must we do that?
And so I'm leading to another question. So is it that you all take authority and abuse it because you all have been abused and you don't know how to navigate through that abuse? And, you know, it's like you have a wall up and you know what I'm saying? Why are you looking at me? I'm asking a question.
I hear you.
I'm saying, do you take that authority?
Some people do.
And because you built up this wall, that it's hard to break down the wall because of all the head rolling and the
I want you to know we don't do that. We don't all do that. Because you know what? I have witnessed, and Tracy, I have witnessed somebody blaming Tracy of rolling her neck. And I was there as the witness, and the girl didn't raise her tone, nor did she roll her neck. She put it back on them to say, do you have the problem? And then when it was reported back to the higher person, supervisor, they said she rolled her neck. I had to come to her defense. She didn't do no such thing. I was standing right there.
But I'm just saying, okay.
No, it's time out. It is time out for this stuff. Now, I understand. Yes, some of us have. But why did we have to do that?
That's what I'm saying. That's the question.
We are the most undervalued. It's been said over and over again. It's been said over and over again. And what's really sad is when we play against each other. I really hate that. Or when they do it to play against each other.
So it's
us to play against each other.
It's even harder when you're in corporate America and there is a black woman in charge and another probably lateral or someone underneath her as far as the org chart is concerned. So it's even harder for you all to make it to the top because another black woman is going to has the crab mentality. Is that what you're saying?
It can happen. It can happen.
Okay.
Until we see the truth. Then you feel like 2 cents and be like, oh man, they just played me against my own.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it can happen.
Tracy said, when did that happen?
Girl, I ain't gonna say that online.
Mm-hmm. Don't say it.
Mm-mm. I'll call you after the show.
You better be careful because I will. No, I'm just playing. I won't say that, Tracy. I think I know, but you know.
Mm-hmm.
But so, yeah, that's interesting that that happens. It's like, and I'm trying to see if it happens in the male culture, male role. I think we're like cool. I think it's more or less. I think it's more or less when it's a white superior and a black man trying to make it up. But you all have the challenges even with
like a
white woman and a white a black woman. Let's see.
Tracy, I'll call you and tell you. Once I tell you, be like, oh. Mm-hmm.
The women in America have a Western mindset. Other countries, women have been done wrong and can still being wrong. Yet they operate in their beliefs. The women here use their bad experiences as an excuse to operate out of order.
Okay, so what are you trying to say, Terrence? Are you saying roles versus identities? Tracy said identities, and I'm glad she used that word because to say what a woman, oh, this is your role. You have just put me in a box.
This is a hot subject for you.
It is, but it's going to end at 8:00.
At one that you did not want to. Oh, you gotta delete.
But see, why is it that you keep making statements and do less questions? Keep making statements.
I don't know. I don't get it. Anyway,
you keep posing questions to me.
Oh, well, that's what you said you wanted me to do.
I didn't say that. I didn't.
Jesus, help us, Lord. This is funny. So, what are some of the strong women that you look up to?
That I look up to? Ooh. That I look up to. That I look up to. There's some I admire, but to say I look up to them. It's you know what? It's for different reasons. It's different reasons. But to say to look up to.
Aspire to be like.
Aspire to be like. I don't have one of them.
Okay. And why is that?
I want to be a better me.
Okay.
And the best way to be the better me is to keep working on me.
So let me ask you this: if
maybe in my younger days, I did that until I start, doing more searching of myself.
So if there is someone that you can choose an attribute.
Oh God. Please, you are combining too much, Chris. Those are stereotypes. Thank you, Renelle Sarah. Thank you, Renelle Sarah. Thank you. Yeah, do not do that, Chris. Yeah.
I'm just asking questions. And Tracy, can you send me that that statement that you all on the radio say the views and opinions are not necessarily those of of Chris Edwards, but can you send me, please? I need that statement so that
God.
I'm just raising questions to invoke a conversation. And now I'm being chastised.
You know what? In the climate that we're in,
I'm being chastised.
No, listen to me. In the climate that we're in, when now you got the rise of the Karens, I've dealt with a Karen.
Okay, but I want to go back to my question. This is the Chris show tonight. Okay. Then, I want to ask if there's an attribute from a black woman that you would want to take something away from, what would that attribute be? Or who would that be?
Who? I'm not gonna say what. Who? One that comes to mind is Michelle Obama. The way
Go ahead.
the way that she held her husband up, for, before and after the president.
I wonder what went on behind closed doors.
Oh, it had to be good conversation.
I wondered, has she ever gone off on him
Of
while
course.
he's president?
Of course. He's still her husband at the end of the day. He's her husband first before he's the president.
So if I had all the money in the world and I was in a high position, would that...
So money means that I got to kiss?
The views and opinions.
Chris Evers, I want to remind you that you live with me.
The views and opinions are not necessarily those. I got to find that statement. I got to stand.
Okay, stay focused. Okay, so Michelle Obama.
See, Tracy. Tracy even said it's a great question and statement. I need to find that.
The other one I would say, and since she's on here and it's the truth, I love the drive in my friend Tracy. When I tell you that girl moves and it's like, boom, here it is, she's waiting on nobody. She does not allow grass to grow under her feet. She keeps it moving. And it's like, is this? The next thing is this. The next thing is this. It's like, I'm so proud of her. I love her drive. I love her follow through. I love that, for real. Like, she's somebody I can take some notes from and learn from and model. I can do that. The other person would be Tashay Scott. Listen, I love how she is doing what she's doing. I can call her with a question for some insight on something. It's usually she's been there, done that.
Okay, here we go. The views and opinions expressed by Chris Edwards are not those of the authors and do not necessarily reflect of what the official policy or position of Chris Edwards. Any content provided by our bloggers, our authors, are of their opinion and are not intended to malign any religion, ethnic group, club, organization, company, individual, or anyone or anything.
Brother, you should have did that about 45 minutes ago.
Well, it's out there now.
49 minutes ago. So anyway, another person, my spiritual mother, McLean. That woman knows how to keep offense away. Not saying that she doesn't get, but she doesn't allow it to stick, and to keep how she goes with God. Seriously, you talking about living, the just shall live by faith. Oh, that would be so a scripture for her. The just shall live by faith. Wake up, faith. Go to bed, faith. Eat lunch, faith. Breakfast, faith. Snacks, faith.
All right.
Yes.
What if any historical figure?
Historical figure?
Yes.
I had one more though before we got that.
Okay, go ahead.
I would say Sherelle.
Sure. Okay.
For her love for children. She sees stuff in children. Like, I call her a lot. I mean, that's my BFF. But it's like, I call her a lot. I mean, Christian is her godson. And I call her a lot, really, with all of them. But I'm telling you, if there was a thing called the Kid Whisperer, it would be her.
Okay.
It would totally be her. And she's laid back right now, but she's really a serial entrepreneur.
Okay, give me a historical figure.
Tracy and Tashay. A historical figure. Yes. Madam C.J. Walker.
And why? Tracy said, I believe black women's experience comes from the impact of slavery. I think some of us are now trying to come out of the struggle and make it happen by ourselves. That mindset has become generational. Yes, the faith. Okay, man, Chappelle, that's good. I like what Tracy says. However, I think that I think that like, what is it going to take for a black woman to really, like, I love my black women, but I think that it's going to take a whole lot to get you all to the place where you need to be.
Wow. And you know what? I believe that. I believe that what you're saying, that you believe that. Like, and how I know that, that you believe what you're saying, and that's how you really feel, how you push me. Seriously. How you push me.
Yeah, for the Carlette Live show.
But stop playing. I'm talking about with anything.
Yeah.
Even with this new endeavor with the real estate, how you're pushing me. How you pushed me when I want to give up at the end and not take the test. How stupid is that?
Wasting all my money.
But I'm just saying.
My money. Shoot. So
I mean, seriously, I got scared and I was like, maybe I shouldn't do this.
Okay. But yeah, I think
you were raised by a strong black woman.
Yeah, my mama was. She'll cuss you out in a minute though, and my sister. So I'm just.
Yeah, you got a strong black woman of a sister.
Ooh,
both of them.
You know what?
Members of Delta Sigma Theta.
That's very odd though.
What?
I have 3 women in my life. I my mama is strong. My sister cuss you out. And my wife will cuss you.
The devil. Don't even put that
spiritually
word.
cuss you out. Spiritually.
Don't ever put that word with me.
No, she's strong and will give you the right act if you do something wrong. And then I got 4. Now
that's
Chloe.
What society would say.
What's
you don't
that?
think being a strong black woman is a good label? Oh, that's something, Tracy. Oh, I wish you would call in and explain that.
Yes.
But yeah, I get what you mean, as in like it can be intimidating. I can see if that's the direction you're coming from.
Yeah, Terrence, I think that if you're free, you are free. But I think psychological, you have that I think it still resides in the back of a woman or man brain that, stuff could happen. Like,
I get that. That's why we need counseling. Mental health is real. That makes you strong or weak if we are to guard our mouths.
I mean, it's to the point. Let's look at other ethnic backgrounds. Let's take Mexican,
Say Hispanic, please.
Hispanic, Mexican, Hispanic,
Say Hispanic.
whatever.
No, don't do that.
Any
Hispanic.
Spanish-speaking cultural
Latin American.
I think even they face some superiority complex.
You know what I love about them?
What's that?
How they appreciate their seniors.
Yeah.
I love that. No.
Yeah. Yo quiero tú.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's wrap this up. So
we might have to continue this next week.
No, well,
Yeah.
yes, we with our guest, because she is a resilient black woman.
Mm-hmm.
She is large and in charge in her industry, and
See if she messaged me.
she said we'll talk after the show.
Okay. All right.
I don't operate, speak, or think like a slave. Can I say something, Terrence? As the older I get, I am definitely seeing and feeling the mentality with our people. I can definitely see it, and how has been passed down to generations. I'm serious. And then when you become, you see it and you acknowledge it, it also well, for some, it can become like this new responsibility of the buck stops with me. Like we have 3 children, and there's some stuff I'm like, oh, I cannot pass on to them. I refuse to. I refuse to.
Mm-hmm. Let me tell you this, and man, everybody's
Something like
God
that.
bless LaShawn Pace and the Pace sisters.
That the family,
yes.
It's been a lot of loss.
Yeah.
With they've had in their family. I can say within the past year, and I don't even think it's been a whole year.
I want to end with this. I want to end with saying, if all black women knew their potential, y'all would be a force to reckon with in the United States of America.
Mm-hmm. Can I say something? I agree. And when we see stuff like this happen with Vice President Kamala Harris, with Judge or Attorney Ketanji Brown Jackson, and the Michelle Obamas, that helps us.
Mm-hmm.
It really does. It says, I can do it.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes back to Terrence when I was saying all we need is one. He said one what? One person to blaze the trail.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Seriously.
Mm-hmm. That's good. So we might continue this next week. I'll have to get in contact with seriously being led by the Spirit means. I think Terrence thought this was my last conversation. My last.
You have 2 minutes.
I believe that. Yeah, we could put the spiritual aspect in there, but first natural, then spiritual. I think that we have to realize that, yeah, we can spiritualize this whole thing and, make it do what it do with the Bible and all this. But I still think that there's some way that you have to go back and look at the mental dynamics of what a black woman means in America. I think that you have to have these types of discussions in order to almost like Carlette said, is to use it as a counseling session to free yourself of this the I wanted to say apartheid, but to free yourself of the emotional baggage that women carry. Mm-hmm. I think we have to talk about not only the spiritual, I got you, but I think that we have to talk about the natural. And what I mean by that, you gotta dive into why are women, black women specifically, so oppressed,
and why are we targeted,
and why are you targeted, and etc. Because if you all knew the potential that you all have, this world, y'all carry our babies. Y'all fight for us. And you all would know, man, the world, well, the world too, but United States, these blankety blanks could do whatever they want to do, but don't cross a black woman, because she will put you in your place if they knew their potential.
Oh, well, and then some of us do, and when we do put you in place, then we're labeled as an angry
No,
white woman.
Terrence, you're not appeasing their emotions. I totally disagree with that. You're massaging their mindset. You're you're building up their self-esteem.
We need to talk.
No, you're not appeasing. You're building up a woman's self-esteem. You're making them feel valuable. And that's the whole thing behind this. You're making a black woman feel like they deserve the best. And one of the things that I'm always criticized in the Edwards household is I give Chloe everything and she's spoiled rotten. Yes, I do that because I want her to feel like she's the most precious thing on the earth, and that she will not take no for an answer, and that she will not just get with any okie doke that just thinks she can get $1 from her or from whatever, just to, say, okay, thank you. And no, I want her to marry a millionaire, a billionaire. I'm setting the bar for her. Naturally, I'm setting the bar for her. So we cannot, we have to set value. And that's another thing. Man, it felt like the Holy Ghost just got.
At 8:02. Oh, okay.
Well, pastors do it, so how come I can't? I think that us as Black men is the key for a Black woman to feel valuable and to opening that door for them. I think if we do our part to make sure that they feel valuable, that they feel like they're worth something in life, then that will open up the door for them to do exploits. I'm dealing with a situation now that I'm writing, I'm producing a script for, where these individuals were beaten by their dad consistently. And do you think that brought their self-esteem down? Of course. But what if the reverse happened?
If he would have loved on them.
Right. Mm-hmm. Then they wouldn't have done X, Y, and Z.
I mean, it starts in the home. Seriously.
It does have something to do with your bank account.
Okay, we're done. Chris,
this was such a good
this
subject.
Was very good. It
yes,
was very, very
and one
good.
that my wife did not want to. You said you were tired and all this other stuff and yada yada yada.
Okay,
but
Chris
the views and no, I'm just playing. All right, so next week,
this Saturday, we are doing
Candy with Carlette.
Candy with Carlette. I've just knew that was going to be ready for me.
Oh, it should have been, but I don't know. Wow.
This Saturday, we're doing biscuits and jam. We're doing buttermilk biscuits and we're doing caramel apple jam. If you're interested, get with me. You can go to Cooking with Carlette for the link or my personal page. So this Saturday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern, 9:30 Central, 7:30 Pacific. Candy with Carlette. Jam, biscuits and jam, honey. Biscuits and jam. I'm going to teach you how to make buttermilk biscuits and caramel apple jam. And we're going to can the jam and leave some out so you can eat it with the biscuits. Yes. I'm going to do a whole thing. I'm going to have some sausage with peppers and onions. And once the show is done, the Edwards are going to come up and have a nice little brunch, maybe, or something. Okay. I heard a child scream. So we got to go. Love y'all. Take care. Please keep seeking the face of God and pray.
All right. Peace out. Until next time.
Thanks for joining us this week on Chris and Carlette Live. Make sure to visit our website, chrisandcarlette.com. If you're on Facebook, share this broadcast. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe to our show. You may also find us on Apple Podcast, where you'll never miss a show. While you're at it, if you found value in this show, we'd appreciate a rating on iTunes. Or if you'd simply tell a friend about the show, that would help us out too. Let us stay in contact with you by texting CNC Live to 474747. That's CNC Live to 474747.
CNC Live.